Hey guys, it's Petunia Gal, and we are back over in Planet Zoo on our Heartland Zoo. And I wanted to kind of show you guys this. So I did do some stuff for the community challenge last, which was, I think, releasing nearly threatened species. So I went ahead and went through my zoos and released what I could. So yeah, I got top 75% of players. And I've earned a bronze award. So let's see what we got. So let's claim. And that gets us red panda. Okay. I don't know. But okay, we got that. So there was some things I wanted to do here, but I think I want to focus on this food court back here. Because I kind of put it down and totally forgot about it. So I want to see what we can do here. But I went ahead and changed the path, the texture. That's what it was. I was like, what is that? So I wanted to do something a little different than what we have on the food court that's right up here in front of the Australian area. So I think what we'll do is keep what we've got here, but I want to add like a shade over here and picnic tables and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we did the ATMs last time. I just put a couple over in this corner. We may do something else. I don't know. But I want to look before we do anything. Let's go to construction, and I do want to kind of stick with the Australia theme, even though this is going to be outside the Australia area. Let's not do that. Let's go to content pack and Australia pack. Okay. Okay, so I am doing a little bit of a voiceover here, so let's get to it. We're going to put some a canopy over here so we can give the people at the ATM a little bit of a shade. And I also noticed the green on the toilet block floor, and yeah, that I just did not like that at all. So I go ahead and try to figure out a different kind of color scheme for it. And I kept some of this stuff in because I am very indecisive when it comes to building, like super indecisive. So I always kind of struggle with, should I include this or should I not? But, you know, I decided to keep some of it in. So I wanted to cover up the black there. And so I wanted to just get something that I could do that. And we change up some of the other stuff later, but I finally get a color scheme I'm okay with, and let me know what you guys think. And then I just want to move these closer to where they look kind of symmetrical. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do without, you know, an actual grid on the ground to just kind of show you, you know, the exact place you're on. But again, with the indecisiveness, I'm trying to pick some colors here that seem to go okay with the surroundings, and I don't know if I do good in the end, but we get a color scheme I'm happy with. So I just wanted to include this, like I said, just to show you guys, for one, what colors change what parts of the ATM, and just to show you guys my process. And yeah, so we get that done, and then I think the next thing I do is try to figure out, I'm trying to figure out what to do as far as a canopy for the picnic tables. Because usually I just put picnic tables and put individual canopies over them. And I tried to do something a little bit different this time. And I wanted to use the Australia pack theme building stuff. So I wanted to stick with that. And I think it comes out pretty good in the end. I do cut off some of these things because I try to do something and I'm like, no, that doesn't work. So instead of keeping that in, and I try to cut it where I'm not doing as much moving around with the camera, because I know, me personally, I really don't like to watch videos that are just speed builds with the camera just going everywhere. So let me know what you guys think about that, if I did an okay job. I know some of it I still move around quite a bit, but I'm doing my best. So hopefully you guys like it. And now we're going to try to find something to actually put as a support for these. So I don't know if I necessarily like where they end up on the path, when people are walking through, because obviously the people don't get stopped by the things you build, which I I'm kind of in a mixture of liking and not liking it, because obviously a lot of people build where things would block the people if that was the case. And I don't know, I just really don't like people glitching through right through things that you build. It's annoying for me, but oh well, that's just me. So again, on here I just do the Control X and go and pick a shorter beam there to put up at the top. And that's what I like to do, because that way you keep the center point, where it's supposed to be, instead of having to move it around and figure out where you were and all that. So just if you have something you want to duplicate and put something, on above it, just do select it and do Control X and go to the menu, pick what you want, and then just move it up or down or wherever you want it. That seems like the best way to do it. And then I went ahead and selected all of that and made them into a group so I could flip it like this and have it the same on the other side. I was trying to figure out something to do with the top. I tried glass, but then I realized, well, this is open area, so I don't really need glass for people to see, inside something. So I went ahead and tried to figure out something to do with like a roof. I think what I use is like a roof ridge or something like that in the end. But yeah, I look all over for it. So I just got to where I actually find it. But I went ahead and just did the filter of Flexi Color so I could change the color whenever I put it in, because I like the Flexi Color aspect of things more than, being stuck with whatever color it is. So I think it's okay. I still think we need to add something along the sides there to, I don't know, make it look more complete, but I cannot figure out what to put. So I'm sure you guys can let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas of what needs to be there or what would look best there. So just let me know and send me a tweet, or let me know down in the comments what you guys would do different. I know these seagulls don't have anything to do with Australia Pack, but I just had to add them. They're just super cute, and they're the only birds we got in the game. So I figured I would just put those up there. I don't know. They probably look super out of place, but that's okay. So I thought it was cute. So I went ahead and moved these around, and I went ahead and copied it a few more times, and there we go. I'm not sure I like that leg right there in the pathway into the food court, but I'm not exactly sure what I would do different with that. So I'm trying to look for a picnic table to use, and I decided to just stick with the Australian pack theme. So went ahead and put that one in, and I thought it was recolorable, but I guess not. So I was looking all over for it, but decided just to go ahead and copy that over to all the tables, and there we go. And then I was like, it feels like it needs a centerpiece on it. So I'm looking around for something to use as like a vase for the center, so I could put some flowers in it. So I decided to do this and just sink it in to have the top part show. And I think it looks pretty good as a little flower pot. But I'm sure there's other things you can use. There are like flower pots in the game, but I just thought I would try something a little different. And so now I'm trying to find something to use for dirt, something to look like there's dirt in there. Although in the end you can't really see it anyways, so it probably wasn't necessary, but that's okay. And if you're going for like piece count, it's probably best not to do that. But I found this like stopper. I don't remember what it was called, but I was having issues with it. It wouldn't go in. Like I would click and it wouldn't do it. So I don't know. But this is a little trick. If you can't select something, go ahead and delete and then select what you want and then undo. And that will let have it where that is selected and your, the thing is back to where it's supposed to be. Although it's kind of annoying because I have to do it again. But I'm trying to cover the inside because you can see little spaces. Again, this isn't something that you need to do because I don't think you can even tell it in the final final images, and I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have done some little cinematics at the end, but I forgot. So yeah, I'm trying to find some plant or some flower to go in it, but it just doesn't seem to be there. Flower pot. So I think this is the best thing I can figure out to do. So I went ahead and grouped those, and now we'll just put them around on the different tables. And I kind of wish we could maybe change up the flowers in a few of them, not to have the same ones on each table. And I might look at that some more later. But like I said, I went through a lot of them just to find those. They just didn't seem right. Like the bottom seemed way too wide for the pot, and I don't know. It's just crazy. But I decided to go ahead and put a floor here, so we could have it go all the way out to the shops, and I don't know, look a little bit more tied together with everything. And now I'm wanting to put some like queue areas for the shops. I know the customers aren't really, the guests aren't really going to use them, but I thought I would add them just to make it look a little bit more like what it would look like. I don't know if even my zoo has these kind of queue areas. They just kind of have a stall there and that's it. But I don't know. I thought this was kind of cool to add just a little bit of a line queue for them. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think it came out pretty good. I didn't want them to be as tall as they were, so that's why I went ahead and put them down a little bit because it just seemed a little too tall. So now I'm trying to find a fence for around the whole area. And again, I wanted to stick with Australia, but these, that one I just had, I used on the other side just as the rail, the default rail for the path. So I didn't want to use that. I wanted to use something different. So went ahead and used these. I think they're just metal fences, I'm pretty sure. The only problem is it was a little hard when I got to like edges, like when I get over here to where the other path is. It's hard because you have to overlap them somehow. So they're like randomly overlapped, but I don't think it makes a big difference on it. So yeah, this area got a little weird, but I fix it because this is like way too far out here. When I looked at it, I'm like, that's not gonna work. So go ahead and move this back. And I don't even think these are even. So I try to like even them out. But yeah, it's crazy. I thought that was a part of the path, but it's just ones that we put in. So we'll go ahead and delete those because they don't really make sense here since I'm not using them for the other pathways, but it's okay. So I went ahead and moved it back where it looked like it was actually connected more to the staff path instead of just out in the middle there, but it's okay. Went ahead and selected these and moved them just to make them look even. Again, I looked to see, I'm using that path to try to figure it out because it's hard any other way, but it turns out in the end, I think. Again, there's random overlapping of those fences, but I think it's all right. Let me know what you guys think about that. Or if you would put some kind of connection where they meet, like a bracket or something. I don't know. It seems like there should be something there, but for now, there's not. So I just try to fix it up a little bit. I leave the gaps on the edges. You'll see in a bit. I just add some nature to there just to fill that gap a little bit. And yeah, here we go, adding the foliage because, it doesn't come together until you add all the trees and plants and things. I really love adding the nature part of it. It just brings it all together. I like it. And I'm trying to hide that solar panel back there. It doesn't do a very good job, but I may add like an Australian wall or something over there, just so it's not right there for guests to see. But obviously it's far enough out that it's not going to affect the guests' happiness or anything, so that's good. But in the end, I know that some of the foliage I use in a bit doesn't really go with the Australia theme because, there's only so many Australian plants there. So I went ahead and cleared that and just used some things that looked good. I know the color looks off, but they just look more full and able to, hide what you want to hide. So went ahead and did that. I think it looks pretty good. And I had to add like bracken and I think, what are those other ones called? I'm going to use them in a bit. The hawthorn bush, I think. Because I can't not add them. I like them so much. The colors are way crazy. You've got some that are muted green, some that are really green. It's fine. I'm okay with it. But obviously, if I was doing this for the animal habitats, I probably wouldn't go and do other things outside of their, biome and stuff like that. But I think for here, it works out pretty good. And I wanted to do a sign here, and I couldn't decide what to do. This was a little bit different. I don't know if I necessarily like it as much as I thought I would. But I wanted something a little bit unconventional, I guess. And I'm looking for the alphabet letters. I don't know why I can never find them, but I finally find them in here. Where is it? In props? No, it's not in props. There is actually an alphabet under art shapes. So now I finally find it. So there it is. And I think we got a lot of new lettering as well for the last update. I think we got a lot of fonts there, which is pretty cool. But went ahead and added just something that said food and drink. Obviously, that's where you're going, but I thought that would be kind of cool. I wasn't sure where to put the eye. The other ones have the thing to, to kind of be attached to, but in the end, I made it where it was kind of attached to the R, so hopefully it's believable that it could be there. I could add like some kind of, I don't know, bracketing or something to the letters to make it more believable that it's actually attached to something, but it's okay. And then the and is just kind of there because, why not? It's kind of small, but it's there. So I think it's pretty good. I like the way it turned out. And I went ahead and selected the letters inside the group. Again, if you guys don't know, because I didn't know for a long time, if you have a group, you can just right click or hit R to edit the group. And then you can just click on whatever you want to select and then shift or alt click to add or delete from the selection. And then that way you can change everything together. I didn't know that because mine, like my shortcut for making paths longer and shorter doesn't work. So I thought maybe this was something that didn't work. So I just thought maybe it just didn't work, but it does. So it's cool. Yeah, so that's what I came up with. I think it looks pretty good. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's a little bit different than I usually do. Let me know what you guys think about the speed build part and either the voiceover or not, because I would love to know how much you guys enjoyed it. So definitely leave a comment down below and let me know that. But yeah, so we're going to add these railings for the end. And I just want to say thank you for watching this series. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying it. It's not going anywhere. Definitely not. But yeah, let me know what animals you'd like to see. And I do want to add the saltwater crocodiles in the entrance of the aquatic area under the bridge. So that will be cool. And yeah, I think that's all. I'm trying to think of something else. I always feel like I forget something. But you guys know, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I hope to see you next time. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.